Hi. Yeah. Hi everybody. Welcome in. 1 second. I'm getting something real quick. I'm excited. Not 2 hours late. Well, I'm happy to see you. Welcome in. I'm doing something real quick. I'm cooking on something real quick. I'm cooking. I'm cooking on something real quick. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I'm trying to get something so I can show you guys something I'm getting soon. Yippee! Okay. Hold on. I got a PNG of something, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I could probably make it look a little bit brighter. All right, everybody, welcome in. Oh yeah, that's better. That's better. Welcome in, everybody. Let me see if I can't put it off to the side. No, not throw it away. All right. Are we ready? I think we're ready. Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome in, everyone. Oh my golly whiz. Thanks for waiting. I was cooking on something. Real quick. And here, let me take off my outlines. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys have had a fabulous week. It's only Tuesday. I know I didn't see you guys too long ago, and it's been a while since we've streamed on a Tuesday, so I'm happy that we're back today. Um, yeah, I've been doing a Pokemon collab with my friend Sin these past few weeks. So Tuesdays we've been at somebody else's mall. Well, castle. I think it's a castle. But today we're here on Tuesday. One, because I had the free time, and two, um, I might not be able to stream on Friday. I won't be able to stream Sunday, but I might be able to stream on Friday. So we'll see. But welcome in, everybody. I'm super excited to share something very special. It's not it's not a prop for my model, but I have been, as some of you know that I play bass. I've been playing bass for 3 years. I'm still learning. I'm still learning and growing, but there has been a bass guitar that I have wanted for literally years and have not been able to find. And I was only able to find one about like a year and a half ago, and I missed out on the opportunity to get it. And I found one today. Something in me was like, "You know what? I should look again every once in a while." And this is me looking on like Facebook Marketplace. I like scour. But I ended up finding a listing and I contacted the seller and they still had it. And so I will have to wait for it to be shipped. um but it is a Daisy Rock flower base. This is what it looks like. And it's so fucking cute. It is a bass made for children, so it is a bit smaller than a normal bass guitar, but I'm so excited for it. Look. I'm gonna put it. And it's in yellow. So it'd be about this size, maybe. Here. It blends into me. It blends into me a little bit. Here. Better. Now you can see. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Thank you. I now a while ago I was able to get this guitar, the Daisy Rock flower guitar in pink. But I don't play guitar. I play bass. So, um but as you can imagine, when you are a little child, this is a line of guitars made for children by a company called Daisy Rock. This specific model was available from like 2002 to like 2008. And as you can imagine, a lot of children that are learning how to play really just want to play guitar. They don't want to play bass. So not only have they made fewer basses in general, but they're all even fewer of them are yellow. They had several colors. So I'm so excited that I have this one in yellow. It's coming, and I'm so excited for it. I'm so fucking excited. Anyway, I'll put my normal outfit back on. But yeah, it's this little guy, and I'm so excited about it. I can't even. I'm so excited about this motherfucker, and it's actually cheaper than the other one that I was had an opportunity to get and missed that opportunity. This one's actually cheaper, even with exorbitant shipping. But I would rather pay shipping knowing that they're gonna pack it up. And it's a store that only sells musical instruments, so it's not like it's a, you know. But anyway, I'm just really excited about this fucking thing. I want a Fender Player Telecaster in teal. Ooh, I have two basses that I play. Two basses that I actually use. This one would be a delight and a treat to have on my wall next to its pink guitar sibling, which will be like the size from the headstock there to the yellow bit. I got mine in the mail. It was so pretty. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Oh, not me. No, that's not what I wanted. What if you size this image and put it on your head like a hair clip? Yeah, you got it. Perfect. It's like it's always been there. Actually, legitimately, I don't even think many people would notice for a hot second. I don't think many people would notice actually, unless somebody brought it up. Also, it's good to see that the tits Twitch integrated throwing system is working. Um, I found a really beautiful guitar a while back, but it's 3K. Yeah, no, this is the shipping for this was $100 because it is an instrument that they don't want to shatter in the mail. But the guitar itself was actually like 250, which is cheap considering that people are going nuts for Daisy Rock guitars. This is when I say this is cheaper than what the other one was. The other one I was gonna get was like 500, which is why I didn't end up like I couldn't justify that, you know what I mean? But this is something I could justify. This is way more reasonable. And it has some minor damage, but as somebody who's gonna put it up on their wall and cherish it and love it, I may take it to a local shop to get the action adjusted and get some new strings on it so I can actually play it. But it is a smaller bass made for children. And hey, who knows? Maybe that's good for my fucking little hands. But I'm so happy. This is one of those things that I've been wanting what I'll give you guys some advice that my wife has given me and that I've remembered. Um, I tend to feel guilty for spending money on things, even if I know I can afford it. And I feel like a lot of us get into that same mentality where we'd love to splurge on something, even if we know we can afford it, even if we know we're going to be making the money for it or something like that. I think a lot of us feel guilty over spending something that's like not food, it's not shelter, you know. And but my wife said to me once, and I'll never forget. She said, if you go home and after a day or a week or a month and you're still thinking about that thing that you left at the store, you really wanted it. You really wanted it. And so I live by that. And I've been thinking about this bitch for years. You wanna know why? You wanna see? You wanna see how much I've been thinking about it? I drew a whole art piece with it in there over a year ago. Hold on. For any of you that haven't seen. And I was like, "Man, damn, it's finally coming true." I, like, manifested, and it's just because something in me said that I needed to look today. Look at that. See that? I did, Molly, I got it! Molly, I fucking got it! I got this motherfucker, look at this! Oh, I drew this, over a year ago. Look at that, guys. I drew this over a year ago. Look at that. There it is. I got it. Oh my god. Anyway, I gotta put it up on my wall next to its pink little sister. Oh, stop shutting your pants. Molly, hello, how are you? Oh my god. Anyway, I was just super excited. Oh, Salador, thank you.
Based.
Based, thank you so much. Thank you. It does kind of blend into this outfit. Oh, it's big. Oh, I'm big. I'm big. I wanted this to be larger, not me. I wanted this to be bigger, not me. I'll put myself back. Look at that. See this? I'm so excited. Here, let me make myself. There we go. So now I'm really hoping to the day or not the day when I finally get a version of this model that's in your outfit that you designed, Molly. I want to have this as a toggle. I want to have a base toggle, and it won't blend into me so much as this one does. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, guys, bang! Welcome. Oh my goodness. Hello. Welcome, Raiders. Oh, does it? Hold on. Ignore me. Ignore. Ignore that I've got a little bass on me. Hello. How are you? Welcome. I'm not going to be playing bass. I'm sorry. This is misleading. But I just got this thing. I spent human dollars on this thing I've been wanting for a long time. Oops. Welcome in, Raider. Oh, this is distracting. Get out of here. Welcome, Raiders. How are you? What were you doing today? Hi there. I'm Mandi Quin, mall mannequin, illustrator, animator, professional goober, and your cyber liaison to the digital mall. And today we're gonna be drawing, but I just wanted to talk about this thing that I bought because I've been wanting it for years. And I'm really excited to finally get it. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Welcome in. We're gonna be drawing and yapping today, as we usually do. Hello, hello, welcome in. Here, I'll get my little phone out. I'll move this over here. There. Here, chat, you guys can hold that. Thank you. But welcome in. I'm so happy to see you. It's been a minute. Welcome in. For those of you that don't know me, you can check me out on my socials. I post my art on Blue Sky and Coffee. And yeah, I like to do polls and stuff over there, and we have a good time. But I mostly draw and I hang out. Actually, I do have a pinned post. I haven't mentioned this yet, but I have a pinned post to Iron Mouse's campaign for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. For those of you that don't know, there's been some silly nonsense happening recently, but if you're able to and you'd like to donate, I thought that it would be nice to put that link there to her campaign. I'm not associated with it at all, but I just thought it would be nice to put it there. But welcome in. And if you guys ever have any questions, I recommend looking into the video that Iron Mouse posted herself. Just make sure that information that can be given is given by the people that deserve to give it. Big oof, everyone's literally gone from you. Yep. Hey, and to be completely honest, the only reason that I'm talking about it is all at all. I do not want to give information that's not mine to give, especially if I get something wrong. Not my place, not my thing. You know what I mean? But I did apply to the auditions last year to VShojo, with expectations at a absolute negative 100. Like I had no expectation, and clearly nothing happened. So, but But there's a lot of people that have been affected by some really fucked up shit. So if you have the ability and the desire to help Iron Mouse raise money for a charity that's really near and dear to her heart, please feel free to click the link in that pin post. But welcome in everybody. But yeah, I don't want to gab about it too much, but shit's crazy. Shit's crazy. Shit's wild. But welcome in, everybody. Also, Tits, the Twitch integrated throwing system, is back. For those of you that didn't know, the bot that helps run the Twitch integrated throwing system was banned from Twitch for like a day or so. So I'm happy that it's back. Y'all can keep throwing things at me. Here. Also, I do have a commission that's coming in soon of some custom throwables. So we'll have some new items that are mall specific that you can toss at my big fat head. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I'll be streaming on Thursday as well, and possibly Friday. So we'll have to see. But I hope you guys had a wonderful dinner or a lunch. Don't know what time it is for you. But yeah, the first thing I wanted to do was share this with you guys because I'm just so excited about this thing. It's just it seems silly. It seems silly to be so excited about an instrument made for literal children, but the inner child in me would love this thing. I wanted to play violin when I was younger, and my mom was like, maybe not. I already had a child that tried to play saxophone, my brother, and that didn't work out too hot." And I was like, "Well, I still want to learn violin." And she's like, "Well, how about flute?" And I was like, that's not what I wanted." No, it's valid. I'm so excited. I Every day I face my computer, I see my two basses on the wall. I have an Ibanez and a Stingray, a Sterling Stingray, and I play those. I've actually been playing the Ibanez more. I gotta get that the Sterling looked at. But anyway, y'all probably don't care. But and then next to that is this little tiny pink flower guitar, the one that almost got away. I was like, you know what? If I can't find one of the basses, I did have access to one of the guitars very cheap. This lady in like Michigan, I think, was selling it. She's like, "Yeah, my daughter has grown up and doesn't want this anymore." And I was like, "I want it." And then I tried to ask her. I was like, "So, like, what's the story behind, expecting her to be like, "Oh, well, little Samantha got this for her 10th birthday back in 2007, and oh, she played it all the time." And this lady was just like, this lady straight up, "I don't know, my daughter got is gone and it's in my house and I don't want it." I was like, "Oh." We bought it and she had it, and I was like, "Okay, cool. All right." And I had a friend of mine pick it up. I paid him so he could go get it for me because I'm not in Michigan. Not docs, but anyway, no, the daughter didn't die. No, that she didn't die. She's gone. She like moved away. The daughter's like my age. No, she didn't die. She said the daughter's good. She's safe. From what I know. From what I know. Anyway, apparently her kid is like my house. She didn't die. No, she's good. She's fair. She's good. But it was just in her house. And she's like, "I don't want this anymore." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'll take it." And she's like, "Yeah." And that was a Facebook Marketplace find because there's no way that I would have found something in fucking Michigan if not for me, like an obsessed creature, scouring Facebook Marketplace, which that is the literal only time I've ever used Facebook Marketplace to find anything. But yeah, and I got my friend to go pick it up for me, and then like 4 months later, he was like in another state, and my wife went to that state like halfway to meet him, and then picked it up and brought it back. So let's just say I'm very normal about Daisy Rock guitars. I've done that before. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are like, "I don't want this thing. Here." And you're like, I want this thing, please. Thank you." And yeah. And so I have the little pink sibling to this. Let me see if I can find it. I mean, you can imagine. It's shorter and pink and has two more strings. Daisy Rock pink flower. The pink flower guitar you can find everywhere. People are like begging to get rid of these things. Meanwhile, the basses, people can't find them. They're just like not anywhere. Let me see. I'm just gonna find an image. Oops, that's not right. Let me save image. I'll download it like a little freak. and it's gonna have the white background and everything because I couldn't be bothered. Can't be bothered. This one came as a PNG, which I got lucky for because I was gonna make my own. All right, the pink one looks like this. How's that quality? Oh, actually, a really good quality image. So this is the one that I currently have on my wall, and as you can see, it's fucking adorable. But I wanted the yellow so bad. And actually, guys, there is I don't use Instagram. I don't use Instagram, but whenever I happen to stumble into it because I'm bored, they have the ads that go right for me. And there's this business that makes custom knobs for guitars. And they're like shit like sakura flowers and like little mushrooms. And I'm like, oh, I could get little knobs for these and it'd be so cute. But yeah, so let me see if I can't get the scale correct. Hello? Oh, there we go. So there's this, and the guitar. It's like they're about like this to each other, just a little bit. One's a little bit longer. I don't know if the body's any bigger, probably, but yeah, they're sisters, and I am happy they're gonna both be on my wall. They're gonna be so cute, and I need to put a little shelf up for all my little trinkets. I need a shelf for all my trinkets. This is the only thing aside from VTubing that I'm gonna spend any of my money in. Lock the fuck in. Hello, hi there. I'm gonna lock the fuck in. Would you like to see my guitar? I'm a very new player. Absolutely. Please put it in the Discord in the IRL share. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Just add water to your mother's mother. Call it Instagram. No. No. You could do better. You can do better. Let me put that away. My trinkets, my little trinkets, a shelf for my little trinkets. Yeah. This one is a little too big. I just got to notice that the keychains are being sent out. Yes, the keychains. So some people have actually already gotten their keychains already, which is super exciting. So if you haven't got your keychain, just know that they're being sent out. They're being sent and they're being shipped. And they're so excited. I'm so excited. I'll post the guitar I want into a screen. Yes. Oh my gosh. Everybody put the guitars that you have or that you want in the IRL share. And I can't wait to look at those later. And then we can kind of gush about it. Let me actually, I might have I think I have a PNG of one of the basses that I already have. The one that I play most often. Let me see. Hi there, Russ. How are you? No, that's just oh yeah, I do. Here. This is my Sterling Stingray. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's my Sterling Stingray. This one I actually I need to clean it and tune it. But I've been using my Ibanez. I don't have a PNG of that. I could probably get one. But yeah, anyway, look at that. This is actually, to be honest, this is probably the scale of them together. The I'm like in that just got so much shit on the screen. This one is an adult size bass, and actually the neck is 34-inch, so it's one of the longer necks that you can get for a bass. And this one is made for children, so it's tiny. You have your father's guitar? What kind of guitar is it? Here. Oh, I'm already wearing my mullet, Senna. Hi, Senna. If you want, I could give you another hairstyle. I got the ponytail, or I've got the little bob. I know. There's not a way for me to keep people from like getting that one when I've already got my little mullet. But you can get another hairstyle if you're interested. There's this one, and there's this one. Or I can just keep it as the mullet. My pet hawk is eating his cage. Maybe you should get food for it. Food? Was hard to tell it was a mullet. Yeah, it is. You like the ponytail? All right, I got you. So yeah, this is about the scale. Rotate, you son of a gun. This is about the scale. It's if it looks like it's too large, it's because it's a long instrument. It's a long instrument. So yeah, this is one of my basses and I love it so much and I cannot wait to have a model that incorporates like a rigged but I will figure it out. I will work super hard to figure out how to do that. Oh my gosh. I know with Mix It Up you can enable it. Yeah. Yeah, I could probably the one thing is that I can switch between the hairstyles. I have to switch through them manually. I mean, I don't have to, but it was easier that way than having it be automatic, I'll say. He's not eating his food. Well, make sure that your little guy is being taken care of. Also, a pet hawk. That's kind of nuts. When will we get to hear Mandy and the Chatters live performance? Hey, actually, I have played bass on stream before. One time. Once I played on stream. And I was so scared that I was gonna be copyright stricken for me just fucking playing poorly on my bass. I don't know, people that do like DJing and music, I get so scared. I played in Discord. I was doing my practice in Discord. Oh, my bass. I was doing my practice in Discord once. I actually want to practice more. I've been learning for a couple years, and I've been really wanting to get better. Um and you know, do what I got to do. Oh, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome in. Um but yeah, I get nervous because I've been learning for like 3 years and some change, and I don't have a ton of time. I've been putting a lot of my time into streaming, and so I've been trying to prioritize doing more practice and getting good. And but the thing is too, also, that unless you're cracked at playing the bass, bass is fucking boring to people that don't care about the bass. Like, for example, if I had a violin and I cracked out a violin and you guys had song requests, that shit would be really impressive. Like, I could play something and you'd be like, "Yeah, that's a cool song." But if I play the bass of one of your favorite songs, I can guarantee you that like 8 out of 10 times it's gonna be some stupid like bump, 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 da bump, 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 and you're gonna be like, "Wow, wow." Whoa, that's cool. And then you're gonna immediately, but if I were cracked at, like, if I was like really, 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 like really good at it, then I could like riff and improv, and it would be interesting enough because I have the skill to back it up. But I don't have the skill to back it up, so I'd just be like, yeah. I love I've been having a really good time. It gives me something to do. I get to go every week to my teacher's place, play rats. I would love to. I haven't taught myself any ghost songs actually. I just play Ghost, yeah. Now, the one reason why I haven't taught myself any Ghost is because they tune their bass slightly different. But I do have 2 basses, so I could tune the one of them to have a different have a different tuning. For anybody that don't care about music, don't worry about it. I'm getting a keyboard to teach my kiddo piano. He thinks I'll also be practicing it and possibly starting streams with a G note. Do do, do, do. Very schmorky. Yeah, so here, if you guys wanna see here, I'll put that away. If you guys want uh here, let me make this stuff huge. See the hold on. See the big string? The top one here? I can't point at it. The one that's on the top of this image, like this. See how fat that one is? That's the lowest note you have, which on a typical tuning is an E, the E note. Ghost, in almost every single one of their songs, tunes that down one note to D, which means that everything else on your bass is now slightly different because it's just like, oh, it's a different note. So it's a little bit trickier. She's a little bit different, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But that being said, I do want to learn ghost songs. I would love to learn drums too. Ugh, I've been wanting to learn drums for a long time too, since like high school. I'm percussion and I am a beast at snare drum. Let's go. Snare drum all the way. What about them toms? The Smiths, my beloved. Yeah, the Smiths are awesome too. They've got some really interesting bass lines. If you haven't like listened to the bass of a song, and you like new wave, like the Smiths and the Cure, I recommend putting your ear out for those bass lines. They're actually pretty neat. Play the bass line to Barbarism Begins at Home. Yeah, oh yeah. Mandy Ghost Model when? I don't know. I don't I don't know if that I don't know. That could be kind of fun. Just a toggle where I get. Now, which one though? Which one of the papas do I most emblemize or you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's probably not a word, but which I I I think Copia is a pretty good one. I think Copia is a pretty good one. Went to a ritual last night and the drummer was a Slay Goulette. She fucked so hard on the wait, wait. The drummer was a Goulette? It's just Mountain on the drums. Wait a minute. 'Cause I think Mountain wears the habit, the nun's habit. Do a ghoul? I could do a ghoul, that'd be fun. Cause Mountain wears the nun habit, so does Rain, and Rain's the bassist, and the bassist, he wears a nun's habit. I think really the lead guitarists both have the top hat, and then everybody else is just kinda like, just I'd wear the actually, no, Mountain does have the top hat. Wow. Thank you, thank you. You know what? That's interesting. Holy shit. My ritual did not have a goulet on the drums. Oh, I gotta add the tricycle. Okay, yeah, I'll just come in on a tricycle. Yeah, and just absolutely hate my twin brother, of course, of course. Mayhaps, I don't know, I don't know. That'd be interesting though. I do know that they got a new ghoul on keys and vocals. He was like in the back. He was new. He replaced Swiss. Rest in peace, Swiss. He's not dead. He just may or may not have done fucked up shit. He may or may not have done something weird. We don't know, but he's not there. So they got a new guy, and he was pretty slay. He was pretty good. He was pretty slay. I went Molly. I went to a ritual. It was good. It was great. I had a good time. The stadium I was in though was steep. I looked at the stairs and I was like, am I gonna fall and die? I was very scared of how deep. Ritual is what they call ghost concerts. Yeah. So that's it. There's nothing. There was a song that they had from their second album, first album called Ritual. And that's what people just call their. My God, mine was fucking packed. It was sold out. Yeah, I don't know. I was on the second balcony, and when I was walking down those steps to like get to my seat, I was like, I think if I trip, it's over for me. It's all Jover for me if I trip. I still have to experience a ritual. I'm still a baby concert goer. Yeah, same. The back in 2022, a ghost concert was my first concert ever. And since then, I've seen Alt J because my wife likes Alt J. To me, they're good. They're good guys, but also the lights were dazzling. For Alt J, you wouldn't think that the lighting package would be like crazy, but I was nearly blinded and I was like, guys, calm down. Your music isn't happening like so fast right now. The lighting package is going crazy and I'm I don't know what's happening. I really want to see the Shins. I haven't seen them. I don't even know if they well no, because a couple years ago they were in my neck of the woods. I don't know. I want to see the Shins. What else? Who else have I seen? I've seen somebody. Oh, I saw Ginger Root. Ginger Root was so much fun. It was like there were like 75 people. It was very tiny. It was teeny tiny. Couldn't fit half a stick of gum in that place. It was very tiny. 2022 MCR was my first. Oh, are you able to get any tickets to their current? I know they're going around right now. I'm in the middle of nowhere, so I have not gone to a single concert. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, they tend to avoid middle of nowhere. But hopefully someday if you're interested and you're really looking to go somewhere, highly recommend it. It's a fun time. I want to go to an MCR concert. I need to since I missed out on MCR back in middle school. Yeah. Too bad I was caught up in the recession and playing my Nintendo Wii. I couldn't go to My Chemical Romance concert. Gosh darn it, wish I'd gotten in on that housing market in 1992 when I could actually afford it as oh my goodness. Play the bass line to Too Shy by Kaja Gugu. Is it Kaha Gugu? Don't know who that is. God damn it, 2008. I literally on the way home today, I was thinking about bills as you do in traffic on your way home. And I was like, you know what? If it were 2000, if it were the year 2000, I could earn with my paycheck, I could I could fucking raise a family and have a house all by myself. I literally the thought I was like, damn, if this were only 25 years ago. Too bad I was 4 and I wouldn't be making half of this income. My sister, for her birthday, she's doing this girl named Olivia Rodriguez. Oh, I've heard good things about her. I don't listen to her music, but I've heard some of her stuff. I've only recently gotten into Sabrina Carpenter because Chapel Roan. I was like, oh, Chapel Roan, I like Chapel Roan. And they're like, hey, how about Ariana Grande Chapel Roan, but she's a blonde bombshell? And I was like, okay, I'm interested. And I was like, damn, Sabrina, you're actually really fucking funny. And the humor is what got me for real. Yeah, right, same, yeah. Yeah, too bad I was a literal infant and, couldn't get in on that housing market before it fucking went to shit. Who the hell is that? Sabrina Carpenter, she's pretty cool. She's a pop star, you know? It she has some funny songs, she has some fun stuff. Yeah, if you don't like pop music, then you'd probably never heard of her, but just fine. But she's super big. She's one of those, like, creators that kinda musicians that kinda exploded out of nowhere. Like, she's had a career for such a long time, but still, she, like, kinda busts out of nowhere, and you're like, "Okay." She's got these, like, rhinestone outfits that she comes out in, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And as somebody who likes Princess Peach, Sabrina Carpenter is just kinda ticking the boxes, and she's really funny. I really like that, and I like music that can make me laugh, and I think that's why I like Ghost so much, is that it has an element of humor and playfulness that I really enjoy, and I think if something can make me laugh, it's half the battle. Laugh the battle, if you will. Like, I'm talking to my stepmom about some finance issues, and I tell her how much we earn monthly, and she's like, "Well, that's really good, though." And I'm literally depending on food stamps, and I'm uninsured. The 90s, I'd own a home. You're so right. Hi, Pisley. How are you? Girly pops for real. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, for real though. I mean, I think a lot of like parents in, our parents' generation could get by on having, half of our salaries, like, if you even have a salary. I am very thankful that with my current job, I am being compensated fairly for the first time in almost a decade. As a professional artist, I'm being compensated fairly for the first time. But me being compensated fairly, I still couldn't pay my mortgage by myself. The fact that I even have a house is purely because both my wife and I had like equal salary to each other at that time, and we both had good credit. And that's it. Without those two things, w- cooked. And we got a house that's over an hour away from the next largest city. And waited for people to not want it before we pounced on it. But we did look at like, I don't know, a couple dozen homes. It was crazy. We also bought at a bad time. But anyway, it's kind of nutty. It's kind of nutty. Either way, like it is, I don't know, you can't live by yourself. Unless you're past a certain threshold, you cannot live by yourself. And, I think too, like growing up, like you think that like yeah, I mean you're just kind of taught to think, oh, like relying on food stamps and things like that is like shameful, but it's absolutely not. In fact, like a lot of people depend on that. And it's super important. It's super necessary that we have things like that. One, the economy, I mean, I'm not an expert. I'm just a little fucker on the internet. I'm an idiot on the internet, so don't don't take it. But I have been in a household that has struggled for food. I've been in a household that has had a single parent, and I don't think anyone's in any position to pass judgment because we're all fucking going through it now. But there are people that have been going through it for many years now. So I think people on the internet are just now learning that they're gonna have to cut corners, and there are a lot of people that have been cutting corners for their entire lives because they've just needed to survive. And with like the social media, especially people sharing like cool hacks for whatever, and they're calling like recession hacks. It's like you just don't realize that people have had to live this way for way longer than you have. And there's a lot of people that are making good money that still have to rely on these tricks and tips to like make your own food and grow your own food and be self-sufficient. And it's, I don't know, and not everybody has the means to start their own farm and to raise their own chickens and stuff like that. Who are we talking about? Whose wife are we talking about? Oh my gosh. Step 1, get a wife. Step 2, mortgage. Step 3, profit. Yeah, that's exactly right. How I'm trying to be. Looking at them cornfields. Literally move to the middle of nowhere and then you'll be able to afford it. I live by myself. I miss my wife Tails. I miss her a lot. Oh, I see, I see. I too miss that guy's wife. Yeah, Eggman's wife. We miss Eggman's wife. Oh my gosh. And also welcome in. Should we get drawing? I've been yapping for 40 minutes. Oh my god. Y'all didn't tell me I was yapping. My god. Well, I knew I was yapping. So, it's really not anyone's fault but my own, but still. You're sitting in a cornfield? Man, your internet's crazy. Your internet must go crazy. In the Midwest, I can live in a large family home with our income. Hard part is getting there. Literally though. Yeah, if you are in a position where you would be willing to have limited access to like things like a fucking Jimmy John's. Those honestly, I mean, that might be a solution where if you want stability and you can work from anywhere, like that for a lot of people is I mean, those homes are just kind of sitting there waiting for someone to be there. And I think you can see a lot of that too in like Japan. There's and even too like European and Mediterranean countries are like giving people incentives to move into homes that would otherwise be abandoned by an aging population. And I mean, get that bank, you know what I mean? I'm working on superhero NPCs for a role playing game I'm designing. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Your yapping helps me focus on meshing this model. You're doing so great. You're doing great, Sweaty. I'm so close to getting finished with my queue of things that I owed people. And I'm going to be learning Live 2D so soon. Molly, I found some old model files that I was going to make in Honk, and they're really cute, and I could use them as simple, like, Live 2D models. What would I do without 5 dunkings surrounding my house? You'd probably shed a few pounds and your blood sugar would regulate. And that's just because you live near them, not because you actually go to the Dunkins. It's running like 45, 47 frames a second, low key, hella high, for real, for real. Oh man, you're doing great. Are you from Boston? I'm not personally from Boston, but I've been to Boston and I've lived in the New England area. And yes, I know that it's not America runs on Dunkin', it's New England runs on Dunkin'. I'm just a Hallmark girly trying to escape the big city with a hulking countryman. The joke is I married a countryman and dragged him to the city. That makes me think of I'm rewatching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood right now, and that just makes me think of oh my gosh, what's her name? Their teacher and her big husband, and they run like a butcher shop. Oh gosh, Izumi Curtis. There we go, Izumi Curtis. You're right, I absorb the calories via osmosis. Yes, I found your Furby model. Let's go, let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh, drowned, drowned. Are you in the Discord? If you are, holy shit. If you are, you get a special roll because you got 1%. You're totally normal. Let me see what I'm doing. 13? Lucky number. I'm so happy that you found the Furby model. Someday I will be able to do a trade with you and we'll just throw back and forth and make fun things. Here, let me put I got so many messages from people on Discord. What? Where'd that come from? Where did you guys come from? Holy moly. Let me put your name in the thing just in case. In the cringeometer. Prickles, what you sent me? What you send me? Oh, oh, gasp. No, I got you. I got you. Hold on. I was shocked. I was like, damn, thank God I put this in the wrong spot. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. And earlier today, it could be fixed out. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, to answer your question now, I guess there shouldn't be anything wrong with them, but maybe it went dormant. If you are having trouble finding it, if you go to the arrow next to the mall together like server name on the upper left, you should be able to click on show all channels, um, which might be the problem. So many people sending me messages. My goodness. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't usually Oh, it's the pictures of the guitar. I see, I see. All right. I look at those later. Hee hee. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, you know what? You know what? Was that it? Okay, good. Yeah, sometimes if you're inactive from it for a little bit, it'll like throw it away and then you're just like, "I need to see that, please." All right, guys. Are y'all ready for some art? Let me change my category, huh? Today we're going to be working on a 250,000 channel point commission, which is very exciting. And I have something that I finished up off stream that I would like to show you because I really like the way it turned out. So let's get in there, yeah? Let's get in there, yeah? I didn't finish this. This isn't what I finished. I finished this. Ooh, For those of you that have been around for a little bit, we worked on this on stream a couple times. I made you know what, here, let me turn the lights on first. Let me turn our lights on, huh? I forgot. Doink. There we go. My chatter guys aren't here. Ah, I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize the chatters weren't here. Oh my god. I never turned on stream element or stream avatars. I always get that shit mixed up. So this was a redeem as well, a commission redeem, by my pal Deer, aka Red Velvet Cheesecake. Here, hold on. I'll get your little babies up. Don't panic. Don't panic. They're coming. I came in this year. I was like, the bottom feels empty. It's because little babies are gone. I'm so sorry. I got the babies back. Don't worry. Um, so yeah, so this was at the time, this was 75,000 channel points, which this would be now 250,000. But it's just been so long. I'm happy that I got this done. And I did two different lighting versions. So this is with the lights on inside, and this is with the lights on outside. So before, after, which is really fun. I might have a better way to show you. Let me do a na 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 la la la. Hold on. This one. Let's make a new. Wonderful. So yeah, so this is the what it looks like with the lights on and off. Hello, baby, y'all. Bye. So yeah, I really, really like the way that the lighting turned out. I think it captured that liminal space thing that Deer really, really wanted. Like you're just in the back rooms and you found like a daycare. Brings me back to extremely specific daycare I went to. Was it a kinder care? Molly, was it a kinder care? Were you also dumped at kinder care when you were little? Don't worry, just living through the childhood trauma. Yeah, back rooms. So yeah, I really like the way this turned out. Backgrounds aren't usually my forte, so I'm really happy. I really like the lighting right here. I don't know why, but that right there just kind of. But anyway, yeah, on off. It's kind of fun. Holy shit, it was. Yep, 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 yep. Let's just say that, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Rust, are you okay? Is everything fine over there? Are you good? Yeah, let's just say that. Anyway, so we're gonna be working on this today. This is a 250,000 channel point redeem for Thy Heavenly. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Now, there we go. Put that little label on there so y'all know, because I didn't put it in the title today. Since last time we were on stream, like right after stream, I did this little bit right up here, and I just like couldn't resist. I just really like. Oh, for instance, I got stuck into Kindle Cow. A bear trying to eat my bees. Not your bees. Aw. Oh my gosh. We love beekeeping in this house, or out of this house. So yeah, so last time on Dragon Ball Z, I finished up or got Aloy to a good place. I'm really enjoying. There's a couple bits of contrast that I want to kind of fix up here. Um and then we really locked in on the background. So we did this bit back here, and then we kind of got caught up in this corner. So I'm going to try to get this background kind of tucked together. As much as I like this, I'm wondering if it's almost too much scenery, you know what I mean? So I might crop this in just a hair, just a smudge. I mean, I really like the idea of having all this scenery, but I'm wondering if cropping it in might be. Let me see if I can't kind of get us a little tighter in and just a little bit. Counterpoint, Mecha Dino sneaking up on her. I actually did incorporate like a little leg right over here. Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to maintain the 8x12 format here. I don't want to get too chopped in. I don't want to sacrifice. Hi, welcome in. Um Also, Rust, refrain from sharing too much gore and violence, please. There are some folks that might not enjoy that. Let me see what that looks like with it cropped in. Yeah. I think. Because I don't want to get rid of this. I don't want to get rid of this up in the corner. But I also don't want to sacrifice any of the darkness that I have here. I may. Hold on. Because I'm wondering if, hold on. Let me first off, let me put my little drawing glove on. I'm just using my mouse like a creature. Last time we streamed, guys, we had Lorelai on, and we love Lorelai here. And somebody in the chat, Whiskey Peaches brought up the the Drake where's the door meme out of nowhere, but it was Drake, where's the body of Christ? And I lost my because it was out of nowhere. It was for no reason. Bears can have parasites from what but I don't know very much about that. I think literally anything can. You, me, we're all full of parasites, probably. Yeah, no, that made me almost piss my pants. It was just literally out of nowhere. I was like, Whiskey, where'd that come from? And I don't think they actually answered me. All right, let me see. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me grab all of this. I don't know if I want to scale it up, but let me just try this instead. Because I think I want to, yeah, I want to cut out a little bit of the excess. Here's that before, after. I don't know if it really makes too much of a difference. The Roman soldiers the third day, Drake. Yes. I heard the same thing that bear meat's practically inedible. I think it just depends on where and when you're getting it, but also I don't fucking know. Here's the before, after. Heavenly, do you have a preference? I know it's kind of more after. It kind of does make a difference, but at the same time, is it enough of a difference? You know what I mean? Before, before, after. This one, because this is right here on the left, it feels a little bit more enclosed, a little bit more personal. But I don't know. I don't think it really matters too much. This one just feels a little bit tighter, a little more enclosed, but this one's a little bit more open. I don't think it has too much of a difference, but there's a little bit more space up here. I'll leave it like this for now, and then I was planning on making a little cropped version of her anyway, so I can always explore that later. There's not so much background that putting the detail in the background would be like a waste of my time. So I'm excited to work on it. So you can see here there's a bit of this mech arm kind of tucked back here, which I think is really fun. I'm gonna put a little bit more of that in there. Um, but last time we were working on this here. And this is mostly a gradient map. You can kind of see here that I have. Hi, welcome in. I have some like overlays. But it's mostly just black and white, and then I've got some of this going on. So it's pretty easy coloring. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock the fuck in. But welcome in. All right. I know Lorelai was streaming earlier, but if Lorelai ever wants to come back in and talk to us, I love yapping with Lorelai. Lorelai makes me laugh so hard, and we always have the weirdest conversations. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Satil just sent me a message, and I had something I wanted to send to Satil. Hold on. There's this really cool artist that I found, or that I've known for a while, and his name is Werner Bronkhorst, and he makes such cool paintings. They're very textural, very simple. If you're interested in seeing Werner Bronkhorst, hold on. Let me see. He's got such a fascinating. Let me grab what I found recently. If you have a TikTok, let me copy. Here it is. And even if you don't have a TikTok, you should be able to view it. But this is Werner Bronkhorst, and he has a very thick application of paint, probably with a lot of stiff medium in it, meaning that the paint has it's acrylic that's been made thicker. If you've ever seen those paintings where people like pipe like frosting, they also use a lot of acrylic medium to thicken it up. Heavy body is also what it's called. And so you'll see that he's really just applying this paint really thickly and letting the impasto, the texture, become part of the artwork. And by giving you just enough information, it becomes a tennis court, which is so fucking cool. Lorelai drew me today as part of her art request stream. I almost cried. That's so cute. Impasto sounds like fake pasta. You're right. You're right. It does. Hold on. I need to send this to Satil before I literally forget. Like my wanted to send this to you before I forget. There we go. Anyway, Satil plays tennis. I wanted to show it to Satil. I want to eat those paintings so bad. Me too. They're so fucking good. Anyway, let's get back into it. Yeah, I'm gonna go in really quickly to Aloy, and there was something I wanted to do with some of the contrast. Around her eye here. Let me go to the lines. I think, yeah. I just wanted to give a little bit of contrast back to her eye because it was getting a little bit lost in our lighting. And I didn't want to completely get rid of that. Man, the lighting goes That's one layer, guys. Watch. One layer. Oh, crazy. I'm still over here. All right, let me lock her layer or her group rather. And I'm just kind of going in the background, and I found this chunky brush. What is this? The Conte, this big rectangular brush, and I've just been kind of going nutty with it. This is just gonna be me kind of, I don't know, playing around and vibing. Actually, let me see if I can. You guys want that up in the corner? Y'all want that up there? Here you go. Kind of see a little bit of what I'm doing. There, get a little bit of what I'm up to up there. But yeah, I'm really just kind of letting the texture speak for itself. I am such a clean freak when it comes to like um I don't know, drawing and inking really really clean lines, and I don't know. I'm having a really good time with letting it become its own thing. And I'm going to try to differentiate some of these. I mean the reference art that I was looking at um was sticking very much to this these skyscrapers that are swallowed and overgrown, and I really like that concept, so I'm trying to kind of keep some of that. But I did this one a little catty corner. Golden, how are you doing? I see you. I smell you. But I did this one kind of off kilter and put some different texture in there because I'm really curious to kind of change it up. Maybe put a little bit of something else. But I don't know. I'm letting the brush kind of do its own thing. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. Yeah, uh-huh. Uh-huh. So yeah, I don't do this very often. And so, you know, I think it's one of those things where I'm just kind of letting go and letting it kind of become its own thing. And I'm just kind of letting the brush do the work for me. And by doing that, I'm getting something a lot more interesting than if I had just tried to do it all by myself. And look at that. I mean, it's taking very little energy and effort for me to get something really cool and impactful. So I'm excited about that. And then, how light is that? Maybe a little darker. Maybe a little darker. I mean, and this goes to show too that if you're somebody that's interested in doing like concept illustration and stuff like that, I mean, come on. Stuff like this, as long as you have an understanding of composition and value, you can do whatever you want. There's a little like a fruit fly or something just chilling out here, and I'm like, "Hello?" So yeah. I mean, look at how much information I'm getting with not a lot. Okay, and then down here, I like what's happening here where it's like, ooh, too much, too much. I like what's happening here where there's like a little bit of something catching that light. Needs a duck? There, see? Those are the ducks. They're flying. I'm gonna do a little bit lighter. There we go. And I'm just kind of keeping my dashes like in the same direction to kind of give it a little bit more, you know? And I'm gonna go over probably with some soft brushes to kind of blend some of this into each other without it being super noticeable, like something like that. Yeah. See? That's fun. Yeah. Really just giving the implication. It's very this is very, oh gosh, impressionistic. There's an impressive little word if you wanna impress your friends with your art knowledge. Hidden duck, you got it. Unless Heavenly has something against ducks, then that's a no-go. And I'm probably gonna go a little too light. I'm probably gonna go back in, um, soften some stuff. I'm gonna put like a blur and and maybe some like vertical stuff here too. Let me see. Let me see if I can't. Oh, too dark, too dark. That's another thing too. I don't want to get too dark too quickly because because I'm trying to make sure that the highest contrast is happening around here. Yeah. And then something like here. Thanks for logging in. Just kind of implying that there's more than one type of tree here. And again, it really doesn't have to be too much. It doesn't have to be a lot in order for you to get the feeling that it's trees. Okay. Lighter. I like this right here. I don't know. I don't want to do too much to I don't want to do too much to mess with that. But I do want to kind of call your attention to this mech arm a little bit more. But again, I don't want it to be so maybe something as simple as just a little bit of a rim light around like that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Same with this. Just really pulling enough of your attention that it looks like something, but not so much of it that you're like, I can't look at anything other than that. Okay. Down here was like some beach. So I'm going to try to get that looking like something. Okay. Okay, every time I get an alert on my computer, I'm afraid that my fucking shit's gonna crash. Without that, I would have not. I would have known it was a mech arm. I wouldn't have known. Yeah. I mean, it's really not meant to be anything. It's really not meant to be super um obvious. It's something that like if you see it, you see it. But if you don't, you're not missing the context of this. You know, I'm making sure that I'm just incorporating a little bit of variety around here. I'm probably also gonna try maybe something like maybe like a fog or something like that could be interesting. Again, really not too concerned with making it look hyper realistic. I'm really just putting texture in some spots and letting it exist as an abstract thing because if I didn't, I would overthink it way too much. My phone fell in my dog's water bottle. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that fucking that sucks booty. Okay. Yeah, really just maybe a little bit lighter, little bit darker then. How's everyone doing? Just ate the best sandwich. What was on your sandwich? I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing well aside from your dog bowl problem. We're just kind of locking in. I'm letting myself have a good time with this illustration. Had some turkey, ham, polenta, or panella cheese rather, lettuce, tomato, chips, and a little bit of onion. Let's go. Let's go. That sounds great. That sounds great. That sounds fabulous. It's a really cool piece. I'm seeing the vision. Hell yeah, thanks. I'm also seeing the vision. I'm trying. There's going to be some fun stuff this way. I'm hoping. Just trying to I'm just trying to let the brush do the talking, if that makes sense. Because I usually don't, is the thing. I usually don't just let my brush. I mean, we've only been doing what, for a little bit. This was my I made a really quick value sketch at the very beginning of stream, or beginning of the piece rather. I did a really quick value sketch and now I'm just cleaning up. I'm giving enough detail to that sketch now. But I mean, you guys have just been watching. It's already making so much of a difference. Is this too dark? Yeah, it is. I'm just using different shades of gray as well. I'm just kind of using this brush and letting it be. Just kind of existing and I don't know, just making lines and doing shit. Sometimes it helps to glob the paint on, so to speak. Absolutely. Yeah, and just play around. Play around and kind of I don't know. Just let things exist for a second as they come to you and not worry too much about doing too much, if that makes any sense. All right, so this is kind of like a little path that's kind of leading up. This is going to be the water's edge, which means that I'm going to have a little bit of variety here in terms of my shoreline. Nothing too crazy, but enough to give it the look that there's water here. And then I'm going to get a little bit of the light from the sky above. Yeah. Yeah. Really just playing around with the implication of there being a shore here. And then maybe just like a little bit of make it tiny. Because we're having a lot of bright light here. Though to be fair, let me see if a soft brush here would help. Oh yeah, because it becomes orangey in that like sweet spot. I don't know. It's a really tough spot to get it to kind of turn the color I want. There we go. That's kind of fun. kind of making it look like that light is hitting in just the right spot. Okay, I'm trying not to get too much of it though, because I don't want it to pull away from this rock here. Okay, I'm gonna come. Speaking of rock, I'm gonna pay some attention to this corner down here. Let me grab this, and I'm wondering if, because she's got outlines, but I'm wondering if I need outlines here on the rock, or if I can kind of let this be, you know, because I don't want to, you know, just gonna kind of carve it up and let it exist, keeping my pencil working in the same direction. That's fun. Do you like doing the painterly stuff more than vector like precision? It just depends on what I'm working on. I really, really enjoy using like Illustrator, so like vector. I also really, really like inking, so I like doing really clean line art and um yeah, it just depends on what I'm making, what I'm doing. But yeah, this has been really fun. This has been a really fun change of pace. Um a really fun exercise, I'll say, in in trying new things. Slightly darker. Just trying to let it exist, you know? Just trying to let it exist. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm having a good time. Ooh, excuse me. Having a good time. I saw that Lorelai was doing that request stream and I was like, "Oh, interesting," cuz I know that Lorelai's been really busy with something recently, with a piece of art recently, and I was like, "Oh." Well, hi, Esonic man. Not an interesting introduction into the chat. I hope you're doing well. That's kind of fun. Maybe not so much like that. Frog Wizard is super cute. What Frog Wizard? I'm trying to remember. My Frog Wizard? Did I make a Frog Wizard? I'm trying to remember. Next Thursday, I'm officially leaving for Evo 2025. Have fun. I hope you have a wonderful time. Have I made a Frog Wizard? Lorelai. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, what? I was like, did I do a frog wizard? I was trying to remember if I've ever drawn one. And I was like, I don't think I have. That makes sense. Yeah, I saw that Lorelai was doing the stream. I just did not see the stream. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I got real confused. I'm like, huh? First time I'm flying across the country. I'm hella nervous. Yeah, it's definitely understandable to be nervous. But I think you'll do great. You're going to be great. Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm going to take this. Well, actually, I'm going to take this. And then I'm going to just kind of, maybe not. I'm going to leave it like this. I think that's perfectly fine. And then I'm going to come in with a darker color. I'm going to carve it right here. Darker. Darker. Yeah, because I'm going to need some big shrubbery here. This corner is going to have quite a bit of shrubbery, so I'm going to just kind of let that exist here. And it's going to have more detail because it's closer to us. So I'm not too afraid to, like, get in there. No need to be nervous until your arms start to get tired. Dad joke. Yeah, I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Going in and using the same direction for all of the brush is been kind of fun. To change the size of my change the size of the brush. And there's some like little bits and bobs that are kind of like left over from um other parts of the process. Let me see. Is that? Oh yeah, that's from. Okay. So that's from this. Let me go in here. Those are my color layers, so I'm not too worried about those. Yeah, I'll kind of let this exist for now. I keep saying let these things exist, but I don't know how else to phrase it. And I'm wondering if, let me see if I can't carve this real close, actually. Get this really close to this line art and then just get rid of that line art. Because I think we won't need it. Let me go to alloy or alloy. Let me go to the lines. And let me just, yeah. Yeah. Really just gonna leave that little bit right underneath of her. But other than that, no line there. Nice. This is coming along. I might add some splatter and some other things in other places. Fixing my posture. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves, okay? Make sure you're getting some good water. Fixing your posture. Let me see if I can. Welcome back. Gonna just continue to add the implication of tree and things back here. And maybe something slightly darker, like right here. Oh, yeah. Really just trying my best to play around. The Immune Deficiency Foundation, man, that situation sucks. Absolutely, yeah. For those of you that are just coming in and you're willing and able to donate, I have a link in the pinned comment to Iron Mouse's charity benefiting the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Um, Long story short, Iron Mouse she continues to raise a lot of money for this charity that has done a lot for not only her but a lot of other people that are immunocompromised. And one of her events raised $500,000, and that 500,000 was never properly given to the charity through no fault of her own. So she is currently raising that money back to make that as right as she can. So if you're able to help and you'd like to contribute, please, please do. I think a lot of people would love your support. Yeah, so here in this corner, I'm letting this foliage kind of creep up. Kind of treating it like a bit of moss and grass. Maybe could do a little bit lighter here. Oh yeah. And then I'm gonna maybe take a little bit of this. This just goes to show that if you struggle with backgrounds and you really don't know where to start, I mean, finding a brush that you're having fun with and also just kind of making shapes and textures, as long as your values read, and I mean, you can make a lot with very little. I mean, you guys have been watching me do this and it's nothing right now. One of the things is just knowing where to put detail and how much of it. if any. And then letting the rest breathe. Yeah. You might be able to hear I'm just tapping on my brush now to kind of defer some of this and make it read a bit more like it's like moss. There we go. Put this back. I just want these to be silhouettes, honestly. And then, yeah, keeping it dark in the corner will limit, we'll just kind of keep our eye there. Yeah. I'm gonna build up some of this here. Actually, you know, I should probably iron out what this building is right here. Let me do that first. Some sort of building with something. Got so many points, I think I might shit my pants. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Yeah, yeah. Oh, my God. You're disgusting. Ugh. You're freaks, all of you. You're freaks, all of you. Did you know that? Oh, disgusting. Oh, you guys are. You're sick. You're sick. You're a sick freak. Yeah, yeah. You're sick. Sick and twisted. I don't think I might. I did. Well, you know, for better or for worst. For better or for worse is what I'm choosing to believe here. I'm really enjoying farting around with this. You know what I mean? Just I don't know. This is just this is something that I haven't done in a long time. So the fact that I get to do this now is I'm just having a really good time making it look like there's, you know, stuff growing around whatever this structure used to be. We don't have to care too much about what it was. We just like that it's there. And then I'm going to choose a slightly darker, maybe. Something like this, maybe. Bring a little bit of this back in to where where that shadow is. Yeah, just a little bit more. You can't get me another time. You can't get me twice. It was because it was just so out of nowhere. Like I just did not know where that came from. Like I knew as soon as I read it, I knew exactly what it was, but like it just came out of nowhere, caught me so off guard. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah, all right. So there's this building over here and some more. I think there's a little bit more I could do down here, but it made you crack a smile thinking back to it, which is the goal. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. You got me. Yeah. Get pranked? I ain't getting pranked. You're getting pranked. You're getting pranked. Okay. I'm trying to see if I need anything else over there. I'm just because some of this is probably going to be nice to kind of break it up. Let me see. Yeah. I mean if you look close at it, I'm not doing anything. You know what I mean? If you look close, it's just, you know, lines and dashes and splotches and when Van Gogh originally started showing his pieces, a lot of the public were just disinterested. They hated what he was attempting to do with impressionism. They really just didn't understand that he was using pointillism as well, where you're using a bunch of different spots and speckles to create a bigger image, you know, when you kind of when you're looking further away. People just didn't understand that in the, you know, late 1800s and shit. And Van Gogh was kind of like laughed out of the room. And but now he's like coined as one of the world's most influential artists ever. And it's just one of those things where like you really don't need a lot to make a big impression. So if you're the type who's like struggled with like doing backgrounds, I highly recommend like learning the basics, obviously, because this doesn't like it would be kind of foolish for me to be like, yeah, just do this. Like, no, like there's more to it. Like the only reason it looks the way it does is because I have a foundation of understanding that I do. But by learning those basics and by applying knowledge in a way that like gets you color, gets you composition, gets you texture, like using that um, will let you just kind of let things be simple and exist and have them be enough, if that makes sense. I need some more tree here, I think. Have this be a little bit lighter. And more tree coming out of here. More. I'll put some birds. And then some of this we're going to blur. Some of this will blur. Yeah. That brush is so amazing. It eats building that makes a tree. Yeah, it's this is a default brush in Photoshop. It is a Kyle Webster brush and it is just called Dry Media Conte 1. That's it. I usually only use like default brushes because I'm lazy. And I'm just using different sizes and you know, kind of doing my thing. I'm thinking I want to kind of do some of this nonsense. I love stacking brushes that I will never touch in my entire godforsaken life. Yeah. Just trying to get some of this. These little guys in the background. These are birds that I put in. Don't need a lot, just a little. Back here too, I had some of these. Maybe a smidge darker. Smidge darker. There we go. Yeah. And also too, something here. adding like little bits just lets, it's just so lovely. Maybe like, oh, you're just little V's, and it's like, well, those look like birds, don't they? They look like birds, don't they? Looks like birds to me. More birds. And now I think, yeah, okay. I'm liking what's happening here. I want to put a little bit more detail right down here. Thinking I need some more fine detail with this over here. Just something a little bit more specific. Really doesn't have to be anything too crazy. Just the implication of something there. And maybe a little bit of light catching on the other side, like this. Almost as if, like, we're just getting the edge of this tree. I'm going to go down here, take a little bit of this. You know, doesn't have to be super close by, but I don't know. I'm just really enjoying making all these little details and things. Oops. Just kind of playing around with it. Yeah. Yeah. And then maybe some stuff on the shore here. Just debris, some random texture. Nothing too crazy. Just trying to break it up a little bit. I don't know. Okay. That's fun. Let me do another. Oops. Let me save. I'm saving. I'm going to go in with a soft brush. I might go in with a splatter later, but I'm going to try to create some bloom. I guess this would be better served over, but not like, okay. Sorry, I'm not really explaining myself very well. I'm just kind of going over. Let me actually see. I wanted to do like a fog. Too much. I wanted to do like a fog kind of effect here, but I don't know if that's it. TM. You know what I mean? Let me see. Might be better off like this and then changing this to something else. Ugh. Screen overlay. Vivid light. I'm just using a gray. So let me actually do something with a color from our background here. Like this. And let me see if that actually gives me the effect that I'm after. This is color dodge. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to start erasing out of it. Is that, I don't know if that looks like how I want it to. but it's kind of neat, but I don't know if it's what I want. That is kind of cool though. It's kind of like the light is hitting this fog in a neat way. That's cool. It's kind of neat. It might be too much, but let me see. That is kind of neat. I'm wondering too if I could do something like a splatter. Let me try with my something like, okay, too big of a splatter, too chunky. Oh yeah, something like this maybe. Kind of like the kind of when the dust kind of gets caught in the air, you know what I mean? Adding a little bit of that every once in a while doesn't hurt. A little bit of texture goes a long way. Okay, let me now do a blur on our background. Our far background has been blurred, but I want to do a little bit of a blur to everything else here, but I want to be careful. So I'm going to select, let me actually finally bought one of my most sought after vinyls. Ooh, who is it? I'm going to grab this. I'm just going to kind of keep it loose. I don't want to select too much of things that have already been blurred, but I don't want to not select stuff at the same time. I'm being a little bit loosey-goosey with it. All right, so that's going to be a level of blur. Let's do filter, blur. Too much. Because I'm trying not to take away all that lovely texture. A small indie band, which is why it was so hard to find. Don't want to dox myself. Oh yeah, no problem. What kind of music is it then? Okay, let me deselect this and I'll blur this a little bit more. Hi, just want to drop in and say your stream theme's amazing. Your art's so cool. Thank you so much, Ghostly. How are you? Thanks for dropping in. And then this back here could probably use a little bit of our attention in terms of getting it a little bit more blurred. But I don't want to get rid of so much of it because there's a lot of really fun texture in there. But I can't let it all come to the foreground or else it's gonna, yeah. Rock adjacent. Okay. Why it dropped when you said my name. I'm okay just resting, also drawing as I watch. Oh, hell yeah. Hope you're having a good time. I hope you're having a good time drawing. Yeah, and there's no pressure to do anything or say anything. You can just kind of chill. All right. I like what's happening. I might do some adjustment in my color. Okay, but that actually looks kind of sick. That actually looks really cool. Um maybe hold on. Maybe I can just go in real quick to my color here and erase some of the color. Oh. Really just kind of keep it saturated where it's nearest to. That's kind of cool. Oh. Uh, I like that little bit of green. I like this, what's happening here. It's like a peachy color. So maybe I could put a little bit more of that in some places. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know? Ah! Ah! Hi, Scuba. How are you? You got me. Damn. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to warm up some of this that she's standing on and then maybe even put a little bit on her as well. That's fun. I'm wondering if there's some more I can do in terms of oh, like look at how nice this rock looks right here. I kind of like that without it. Okay, let me erase out of that. Good. I really like the background. Thank you. I'm having a good time with it. I'm having a good time. I'm trying to make sure that she stands out enough. Let me go over top now with something like this blue or something. And thanks for logging in. Let me make a new layer. Trust. Yeah.
Slouching all by yourself, handsome.
I ain't doing none of that. Okay, this is kind of neat though. Hold on. Ah, I ain't doing none of that. Ah, Photoshop, please. Yeah, yeah. I know. Golly. Okay. I didn't want to delete that layer. I just wanted to. Why are you being mean to me? Stop. Whack. Who quacked at me? Scuba? You quacking? All right, hold on. Eh. Try to get some more of that like fog effect without um without doing too much. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's cool. That's coming out kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie to you just now. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's some of that just kind of pulling back. This is a screen layer. Really just focusing on I don't know, just focusing on the vibe, I suppose. Ooh. Is that all you have to say? Is that all you have to say for yourself? I think I could do a little bit down here too. Yeah, yeah. Just erase some of this too. It's a little too much of that. Oh, my ponytail. Thank you. Sorry, I'm kind of locked in, but we're really close to being done with this, and so I'm really excited about it. Just trying to catch some of the light there. Okay. Is this too much though? Oh, that is really cool though. I think I want to darken some of this down here though. Hold on. Just this is like the part where I kind of go nonverbal because I'm so close to being finished with something. You know what I mean? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the lock-in's crazy. The lock-in's crazy with it. Let me also see if I can't add some of this to her. You know what? Hold on. Let me just select. There we go. And let me just select. Keep some of this. Really just gonna try to hit the edges of her to even further just get her looking like she's in this background. Get her looking like she's part of this landscape here without it being, of course, too much. Uh, oh my goodness. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Okay. I might break up a little bit of this background here, but I don't want to do too much. Let me put it on a new layer so I can blur it. Let me go back to that squishy brush. Like, try to catch some of that, some rock. Oops. Whoops. Try to catch some rock, maybe. Yeah, just a little something to break up some of this monotony here. Break up some of that because there's just so much. There's just so much of it, and we might be better served having some of it. And of course, I'm gonna break. Um, I'm gonna blur this a little bit so it's not so. But I want there to be some sort of reason for the rock that Aloy's standing on. Something like that. I'll just kind of take a this brush and kind of a little bit of that. Yeah, a little bit of that goes a long way. Filter, blur. Yeah, just kind of breaking some of it up. Okay. I might go back in with a little bit of texture, like right here. Catch some of these trees with this. Just because I think it needs a little bit of light back there, but really I'm not trying to do anything too much. Really just trying to take a look to see. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm enjoying where this is going. So, um this may be less. If you're wondering where I'm looking, I am looking at my other screen because it gives me like a smaller view. Hmm. Thinking as much as I like this, I want to get rid of some of that. Yeah, and then where is that? Where are you? There you are. I want to give some depth back over here. Nothing crazy, just trying to. Okay. And then maybe here, return some of that color to some of these areas. Like here, put some of that color back. Okay. Yeah. Bring some of that back. It's okay to undo things that you tried earlier. You're just trying things out. Okay. I think let me try one more. I'm going to do multiply at like 50 and I'm going to do something like a dark, just like a really dark, kind of like a vignette almost. Actually, just gonna see if that helps us at all with framing what we want to see and what we don't. Here is before, after. Yeah, that does kind of help. Gonna bring some of that back. Keep that rock really bright. Keep her really bright. Okay, I'm going to do an overlay with white. I don't know if this is a good idea, but actually, let me select Aloy again. Lock. Something like this, maybe. Nah, she's getting so washed out. Let me try something else. Nah, too washed out like that. Not worth. Delete. Delete. Okay. I could go in very faintly with a really small little brush and just get the edge of her. And we can see if that does what I'm trying to do here. Maybe, maybe. Let me change it to another. Okay, that's overlay. So if I take this, it's not so bright, but it's still something. But the fact that it's not over her line art kind of. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. Hi, hi, hi. I'm your little butterfly. Hello, how are you? I'm kind of locking in. Sorry. But I hope you're having a wonderful night. Welcome in. Yeah, a little bit of that is just kind of hitting it. Loving? Oh, thank you. Just got off work. I hope you had a wonderful rest of your shift. I'm gonna vibe along with you. Let's go. Yeah, I've actually just kept the vaporwave on and I'm just kind of going for it. TM. Gonna drive safe. Yeah, please drive safely. I am not worth more than your safety. Oh yeah. That little bit right there is kind of doing it, TM. Let me I don't know if I need any on this side, but I'm really liking what's happening here with this like extreme edge highlight here. Yeah, because here it is before and then after. Really just, and I might even, let me do a, let me do a color overlay and see if I can't change that color to something really warm and light. Yeah, like this really pale yellow color. Here is the before, after. Yeah. Yeah. Wondering if this is too much. Yeah, it is. Might be able to get away with some of it back here. Yeah, just a little. Not anything crazy, but just a little bit. It might be too much over here. Yeah, I like it better when it's just back there. And then maybe and do another one in like blue. And kind of hit this other side. I'm really just trying to push her away from this background just a little more without compromising all of the work that we've already done. Yeah, just a little bit. Really not um interested in overdoing it, but I mean, this might be too much for some folks. Make 'em. I made up my mind. Mhm. Yeah, that's cool. All right, hold on. I'm not being too picky with where it's coming from, but you kind of see the difference that made before, after, before, after. I'm gonna do rim light, and then we have this fog here, which again, I'm kind of I might reduce where it is. Let me see. Really just keeping it in a couple places. Brought that value down a little bit. And if you need to double check your values, hi, Bruiser Hawk, how are you? Oh, the audio's coming, I swear. There it goes. Hi, 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 hello. If you need to double check your values, I like to take a mid-tone gray and then just change it to color. Yeah, so that everything is so you can see her pretty well. I may darken behind her, but there's a good range of value. Our light up here, and then our lightest is here, and then she's got a bunch of light values. I might need to darken behind her more. So let me just actually go in a separate layer, and let me just kind of take some of my in a soft. Oh, you know what? I kind of like the idea of her shadow being cast. Ugh. Came in when you said hi. Oh, sorry. Let me grab alloy, merge, and I'm gonna just go dot 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 bop 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 bop. Hold on. Oops. And then I'm filter. Nah, that makes her look too much like she's coming up off the. Okay, so this kind of is giving a little bit of like a shadow. Let me see if I can. I don't want it to look like she's um coming off of the page. I just kind of want to make it look like maybe she's blocking some of that sunlight, but it's giving a little bit too much like it's a shadow behind her. So let me try again. Ad's gone. Also forgot to call me by Hawk again. I'm sorry. Hello, Hawk. How are you? Gonna try to darken around her. That's too dark though. Too dark. That does make her stand out more, but oops, I'm not sure if that's good. Doing good. Got done playing D&D. Ooh, I hope you had a fun time. Oh, thank you. People have been going back and forth. I'll lighten this side. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that darkness is pushing her forward here. Maybe it should stay back here too. Hold on, I'm really just trying to. This is like the nitpicky stuff. But yeah, if you have troubles with making sure that things read, I recommend turning them black and white. I just took a mid-tone gray and turned it to the color blending mode. Let me see if I can't grab some of these here and darken them. Thanks for logging in. Hi. Pushes us all forward. Yeah, you're right. So I'm confusion. Are your eyes supposed to be in the shape of a star? It makes me think that you're constantly crying. Oh, I have like here, hold on. They're like bottom lashes. So the they're like bottom lashes. And sometimes artists will have like a little white triangle on the bottom lash to kind of make it look like the bottom waterline of your eye. It's a stylistic choice. This is my crying where I've got, but yeah, I can see that. But no, I'm not always crying. And it's not in the shape of a star either. It's just got like this bottom piece. But yeah, I can see that. Darkening some of this back here. Okay, good. It's just that you are a star. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Wondering if it's too dark. I liked it where it was before, but the issue is that I'm like wondering if it's too much. I like it better without that. Oh, maybe I could change. Maybe I could change the blending mode of this because I like this, but maybe the blending mode is kind of what I'm not enjoying. Yeah. Hair clips are reminding me of the old fruit rubber bands when I was a kid. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like silly bands a little bit. Yeah. You can actually buy these clips. I found them on Etsy. Thanks for being super cringe. I'm gonna get some of this just down here. I'm keeping it really zoomed out so I can You're very eepy. Have a good night. I'm almost done with this. I do remember slap bracelets. I actually have one on my wrist. Hi, Ghost. How are you? Have a good night, Heavenly. I'll erase this right here. It's all just kind of coming down to the nitpicky stuff. I remember when kids were slapping rulers on their arms for fun. Hope it isn't poorly made one that cuts. Oh no. Did you know that a lot of slap bracelets were made out of measuring tapes? Okay. For these. Heard it was metal. Yeah, it just depends. Measuring tapes are made out of metal. Oops. We're going to do an outer glow on these. What's. And we're going to lower that. I don't want that to be screen. Maybe overlay. Yeah. Okay. Really just nitpicking at this point. I like the idea of this fog, but I don't know if I'm executing it as well as I could be. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to keep the contrast in a good place. But it really is just nitpicky back and forth. I mean, I could do some big. Hmm. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. I'm really just going back and forth with myself here. I'm wondering if I could introduce some more warmth here as well. Let me grab I'm going to make a new layer. There we go. I'm going to take like a warm color, kind of some of the red from Aloy, and I'm gonna try to put some of that over here. The red contrasts her really nicely, but I'm wondering, welcome in, Pyro Knight. I'm wondering if I don't need a little bit more of that in here. I don't know why I was thinking of the wood rulers. Oh yeah, like measuring tapes are ooh. I kind of like what's going on there. I'm using some of the red from her. One of the things is that um
Sip sip.
yes. Oh, I will. Thank you. Is that your uh your foreground will be warmer, more saturated, and higher contrast, and your background will be cooler, less saturated, and blurrier. So I'm just kind of coming. I'm going back and forth. I'm trying to look at it as a whole. I do like that red though. I think I could apply it a little smoother though. So let me try. Actually, let me also
Save. Save.
save.
Save.
Save. I shall. Thank you. Oh, I think it's a bit too dark, but I kind of like what's happening here. Now it has almost like a sunset vibe because I've made it because I made it warmer. Let me try um just taking a really big brush, dragging this like this. And down here too. I think temperature was one of my biggest things. That's so cool. Okay. Let me erase some of it. It's a very red green palette that I have here. Actually quite a bit of blue as well. Gonna erase some of it from here. And maybe a little bit here. Actually, I might keep that. I might keep that in the back there. Yeah, it's a bit too red, but I think the warmth really has added something. I'm now like in the stage of, I don't know, playing around. Maybe too I could tone it down back here a little bit. Too much. Kind of just going back and forth. This is hard light. This is exclusion, which is kind of fun. Color, vivid light. I don't think it needs to be vivid light. Screen, lighten, darken, multiply isn't doing what I want. That's too dark. Whoa, hard mix is kind of fun. Yeah, I feel like I just want a little bit of that warmth, but I don't want it to be so dark. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just kind of going here. Let me make this, like, take this out of your way so you can see a bit more of what I'm up to. And I'm sorry I'm so zoomed out. I'm really trying to see, I'm trying to physically see it from farther away. And that helps you kind of, and that's why I keep looking over to the side here because I have a little bit more distance between me and what I'm looking at here. I do think the bit of warmth is helping us. And let me see if I can't take a green and cool some of this down over here. Push things closer and further away from us. Maybe I can get rid of that fog actually. Yeah, it's because it's kind of, oops, it's kind of messing with some of my shapes. And I'm like, oh, is it too messy now? Like here, is there something? Oh, let me see. I'm just kind of playing with it. Yeah.
Everybody's so creative.
Oh,
Wow. No, for real, this is dope.
oh, thank you. Thought you were gonna go into the. Doesn't it look like we're not supposed to be doing it that way? Well, we're doing it. That audio cracks me up. I'm gonna just take the. Yeah, I don't need that. Yeah, it's just wow. So this layer has some green here and some red over here, and it changes the direction. Look at this. It just like changes where everything is. That's kind of fun. Kind of feels Baroque. Yeah, it's got some pretty intense values. Here's that before. Look, it like makes this side heavier here. I like that. Okay. Now, if we see here, we have all this darkness, and she really does stand out against that darkness. Um, I feel like I was very ambitious with what I wanted to do, but I really had a good time doing it. And so I'm wondering, part of me is also wondering if I can try something um kind of interesting with, and this might kind of throw everything off, but doing like um like widescreen bar. Very cinematic, but you lose a lot of the composition. It wasn't meant to be like that. But this is what I was talking about earlier when I was like, "Oh, should I like crop it in more?" I'm going to do a crop that is just her, but I'm wondering, and I am doing a an 8 by 12 format because I wanted to make sure that this could be a print if Heavenly wanted it to be a print. However, um let me try a vertical format as well. Like if I just did something like this with her in the middle, that also looks really good. This is a strange print size though. So I was going to do a vertical version and a horizontal version. So I'm wondering if I could have like this wide version and then I could have I want her to take up like a third of this piece here. Have her kind of sit like this. Really just put a focus on her. Yeah, she stands out more. There's several different ways that I could. This kind of doesn't make any more sense down here though. Like with that removed, it doesn't make any sense. Um it kind of needed something to anchor it. But something like this, I think this feels a lot better. And I don't know if this is distracting here because she's really supposed to stand out. I don't know if having a building here is too distraction. I do kind of miss having that up there, but I think this feels better in terms of like, you know what I mean? I think this feels better, but what's my canvas size now? Let's do inches. That's like 10.5 by 6.8. Very strange. Um, there's 8 by 10, but that would make the height too much. You know what I mean? I don't think it needs that much height. Yeah, before, after. And as much as I like what's going on over here, maybe the light on the building's a little bright. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Ooh. All right, this one's good. I'm just kidding. Maybe I could um let me see here. Take my darker. Kind of knock that back quite a bit. Yeah, the dust. Let me find it. Where are you? Let me name it dust. I'm going to try to get some of it a little further. And then yeah, this right here, something with the okay. Yeah, let me get rid of that back there. It's kind of like got a little halo around it. This also seems a little extreme. I'm trying to frame her, but it's like getting a little too intense, I think. Yeah, okay. Um I like what's going on there. I think too, I might get stuck in the fiddling around with it too much area, you know what I mean? And I don't want that. So I might just leave this kind of like as the hint of a structure without it having to be a structure. Yeah. Just trying to make sure that if I can improve on something that I am, but I'm not doing so much so that it's um that I'm going nutty, you know what I mean? Let me just try a little bit of a highlight here, but nothing too crazy. Enough to like bring it out, but not to do too much here. Filter. Oh, okay. That's a better that kind of fades it in. You can still tell there's something there, but it's not so obnoxious. This is our brightest area. She's really bright right here. Yeah, she stands out a lot more. And then I'll do some different crops of it. Because at the end of the day, if Heavenly does not want it as a print, then I mean, it doesn't need to be. So let me try a. This is currently, like I said, 8 by 10. But if I change the canvas size to, let's see, let me do double of like a screen resolution. Oh boy. All right. Looks like we're gonna get some more rain soon. All right, let me calculate that. 1920. Okay. So that's actually 3840 by 2160. 3840. Oh, that would make my canvas wider though. 3840 by 2160. Let's see what that does. Yeah, it adds a bit more width to our canvas. I don't know if Heavenly would want this as a screen or print situation, but here is what it would look like screen wise. I actually like that quite a bit more. I'm not going to lie to you. I like this resolution a lot better actually. Yeah. I do like the screen the 9 by 16. I like that better. Yeah. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Well, I'll keep that like that then, and then I'll have a another um yeah, I don't know, just that small change, I think that did a lot for us. Here's before, after. Let me save this and then let me save another version. File, save as. Let's do we'll do our 16:9 ratio. So now we have two versions. Yeah. Before, after. Yeah. Okay. I like that. So that's our 9 6 or our 16:9 ratio. And then if we do a crop-a-roni of her in our as our primary focus here. Let me see if that's this is kind of fun. Just kind of getting her centered here. And we're still using our rule of thirds. Yeah, this is fun. I like this one too. This is kind of fun. Maybe I crop her off to the side just a smidge. Something like this instead. Get that rock a little bit more in there. Get that height up. Something like this. Do you guys like that? Do you mind if she's like off to the side a smidge? Or would you prefer for her to be um a little bit centered? I'm just kind of playing with what I got. Yeah, just kind of cutting this bit off. Maybe she is better slightly more centered, but just ever so slightly not. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Let me do canvas size. Let's go to inches. Okay. Ooh, that's almost exactly 6 by 8. Let's do 6 by 8. That's 6 by 8 1/4. Okay. You like the more centered? Okay. Then let me try that. Let me get her a little bit more centered. And we'll make it a little bit taller. Give it a little bit more of a base here. Okay. And there's this version now. Okay. Let's go to my canvas size and see what that is. This is a 5.3 by 8. 5 by 8 a print size? Oh, I can't remember. I'm just trying to make sure. Let's do conventional print sizes. 5 by 7, 8 by 10, 4 by 6. Okay. So, a 5 by 7. So, if I got a little bit less height on this, we might be in a bit more business. There isn't so much sky showing, but your focus is, I mean, it just really depends on what you, let's do inches. Yeah, that's 5. Okay, so we'll do 7, 5. Okay. That's a 5 by 7. Let me save this one. Save as. We'll do a 5x7. And then we'll see which one do we like. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like I like all of them. I think this one's great. There's not so much of the build, like you can't really see any architecture. This really is just Aloy with a nondescript foresty background. And then the other one being the 16:9, you do get this very cinematic. I like this one the best. I think the screen resolution, the screen ratio rather, was probably our best one. Here, let me do. Here it is centered. What do we want? Oh, my Bob. Okay. Thank you. So, here is, yeah. I think this one is my favorite one. And then this one's a nice crop version as like an alternate. And then we have the original 8, as well, but I like this one the best. I think this is a good one. Okay. Crop it her face would be cute, but I don't know what resolution would allow. This was drawn at 8 by 10 inches, like real inches, at 300 DPI. So I can zoom into her face incredibly close. Um, I let me see what size that would be. This is 5 by 7 inches. So if I wanted to do like a 4, I could do a 4 by 6 with her. Hold on. Like just cropping her. And I can just provide several crops to. Let me do canvas inches. We'll do 6, 4. Proceed. That's the issue. Hold on. Let me see what that is in 4 by 6 in pixels. Let me see what that is. 1200 by 1800. Awesome. Okay, that's easy. Let me do. Is it 1200 by 1800 I said? I already forgot. We'll do 18 this way. I know. Ew. Actually, let me go to this one instead. And we'll just do. We'll do. That's 1840. We will. Let's try to get that same ratio. 18 by 1200. It's hard to get it exact with the crop. Where's my pen? Hello? Found it. I got it. All right. So we're going to do 1800 exactly if I can. It likes to snap. And then 12 for a 4 by 8. I could. I'll just use that for now. And I could just take the art and just zoom her in a little. I don't know if y'all can hear Marspan, but she is yelling. Hold on. Yeah, this is a little awkward chopping her like this, but it is a nice crop. We've maintained the quality, at least. I mean, she's really just got a nothing background here. But the quality is still good. I mean, you can see everything. Even though I've like enlarged and everything, I just drew it at such a high resolution that okay, so I'm gonna save as. This is gonna be a 4 by 6. Really isn't any background detail there, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. All right, here's our 4 by 6 actually. Let me go to canvas size. We'll go to inches, 6, 4, proceed. There we go. Yeah, so we have a lot of options, but I think no matter what, my favorite is the screen ratio one um, with our initial setup, since this was how it was meant to be seen. And we've lost some of the like some stuff up here, but honestly, I think this works really nicely. I like the scale of it. Okay, all right. So now I just need to put a signature on this and then I'll export all of them. Uh, I love her lack of energy. Go, girl. Give us nothing at the background. Me when I'm tired. Okay. Eh. All right. Push myself around in my chair. Let me put my little handle on this. I'll have to make another version that's lesser quality for posting, but for now, this is perfectly fine. I think I'm gonna open I think the 5 by 7. I mean, really anything Heavenly wants me to do, I have the full art, so I can crop as much as I need to. So let me lock the art, and we'll do something like wonderful. We'll make that white. and a better font. I like to choose a font that like matches the vibe of what it is that I'm making, but I also like to make it not stand out so much because I don't want you to be staring at my name. I want it to be there, but I don't want it to, you know. That's kind of fun. It's a little out there. It's a little out there, and you can't really fucking read it, but it's fun. I like the idea. I like the idea of it more than I like it, if that makes sense. Oh, that font being so, like, digital kinda feels like it would fit the vibe. This one is OCR-A Extended Regular. Wow. Just kinda taking a look around some of these. Yeah, I think because the game has, like, this element of futurism, could be fun to tap into that with the font that I choose. Hey there, Pix, how are you? Ooh. Oh, that's kind of fun. What is that? Ah, but it's harder to read. I hope you're doing well. This one is Uniwars. I like this one a lot too. I end up using this one quite a bit. Yeah. I don't want it to be like crazy, but I think they meant to say Pix, but they called you Piz instead. They called you Piz instead. I hope you're doing well. All right. Kind of get it down. Kind of put it down here. And then I usually just use Gotham or Baybus and kern it out like crazy. I'm gonna cry now. It's okay. I think you're all right. There we go. We'll just have it. Oh, I need to select all of it. I need to select all of it. Pix, I love the promo, the channel promo that you made. I think that's so lovely. It was beautifully done. Put so much hard work in it. Doing good. I just wanted to say how well this piece turned out. Thank you. I'm trying to make the this stand out without being obnoxious. And also to like when I post it, it'll obviously be of a different quality to keep it from being you know, but eh. I'm gonna kind of put it in the corner. Maybe a little bit bigger because I don't want it to be so easily cropped, but you know, if somebody wants to take it, they will. You know what I mean? But that's why you post something of a lower quality if it's something like this. Okay. I could also just perfect. That's good. That looks good. Looks good. Looks good. I could also put it here, but then it's too close to Aloy, and I don't want that. Uh, I think that's perfectly fine right down there. Perfectly fine down here. Let me actually do a little bit of a drop shadow on it. Look at that. And then I'll turn it to 25% and we'll knock down the so it's got a little bit more of a standout. Just gotta tile it over every inch. Easy. Yeah, of course. Of course. Every boss I've ever had said make the logo the whole image. There we go. Yeah, it's visible and legible, but it's not the entire image, and I'm good with that. Learn a trick to help with the pirates a little bit. Add your signature into the art itself. Yeah, I usually end up putting it over, like if I'm doing a character, I will like incorporate it somewhere in their clothing. This piece is just so large. Thanks. Thanks. This piece is just so big that there's not really you know, let me put that here too. Little detail in the seams and oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. I'll do this here too. Um, I'll keep it still. Oh, like in the decent. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I tend to just like curve it to match. Um, but again, I'm not trying to make it anything wild. So, I might also put it on alloy. I keep saying alloy. But here's a close up of Aloy. Really good. I had a really good time working on this. I really enjoyed letting the brushes do some of the work, and I just thought this it was such a fun time to work on this. Drop there right on the naughty bits. No, no, never. Also, she's completely covered. There she's only showing upper arm, neck, and face. So oh, and hands. Oh, how scandalous. Um So yeah, let me see if there's another place for me to hide it. And we'll thanks for the stickers. There we go. I could kind of blend it in a little bit someplace else so that it's ingrained in her. Just a little bit. Hi, shrimp. How are you? Welcome in, all the little shrimps, all lovely shrimp. Hello. Welcome, shrimp. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Oh my goodness gracious. All the little shrimp are here. Hello, welcome in. Let me zoom out of what I'm working on. Let me zoom out on what I'm working on. This is a 250,000 channel point commission that I'm finishing up for one of our lovely community members named Die Heavenly. Welcome in, my closest shrimp emote tonight. Howdy. I love that. I love that it's called Such or Cooch. It's called Cooch. Maybe it's just Scooch. Anyway, I'm well. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Thank you. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Mandy Quinn, mall mannequin, illustrator, animator, professional goober, and your cyber liaison to the digital mall. Let me move myself over. I hope you guys had a wonderful time with shrimp. What were you doing today? Welcome, everybody. If you'd like to check out my socials. I don't know why I said it like that. I hang out on Blue Sky and I post my art on Coffee as well, or Ko-fi, whatever you prefer. And yeah, welcome in. Played Feeding Frenzy. What? Okay, now I gotta look that up. What's Feeding Frenzy game? Oh, oh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So nostalgic. Oh man. I had an app on my phone that was like this. I love aquarium games. I don't know. They're so cute. Ancient PopCap game. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that jogged my memory for sure. I hope your fish are thriving. 30, flirty, and thriving. And thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. If you need to go take care of yourself, get something good to eat, something good to drink, take your meds, get some rest, please, please take care of yourself. But feel free to vibe. Well, we've only been going for just about 3 hours. It's already almost 11 for me. So I think now that this is done, I might do a little bit more. I have some merch stuff I was working on before. Um, that I still have plenty more to do. There's a way to play Feeding Frenzy in 2025? Apparently so. But welcome in. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Hi, everybody. Hello, shrimpies. Let me turn my lights back out. How about that? We're gonna turn my lights out. Gonna have a good little sleep. There we go. Yeah. We're gonna work on some merch stuff. I'm gonna get this exported though. It's on Steam, at least Feeding Frenzy 2 is. Ooh, okay, okay. New obsession unlocked. And let me turn myself blue. Why are you blue? Because I think it's fun. Let me grab blue. Blue. 2 blue, I think. I think 2 blue. Just trying to mess around with my blueness. I like being blue. There we go. New old obsession. It's on archive, I think. Ooh, okay, okay. Oh, jeez. What, Golden? What? Uh-huh, yeah, okay. Welcome in, Raiders. We're just listening to some chill jams. I don't know if y'all want the music louder or not. It's just kind of in the background. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna just pop it like here, maybe. It burns? Take care of yourself. Oh my gosh. Ew. Take care of your freaking self. You're stinky. You're awful. Golden, what are you up to right now? What are you doing? Let me make this look a little bit like it's meant to be. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. You're sick. Hi, Starry. How are you? You're an animal. Let me see if I can't make this look a bit more like it's meant to be on there. Hello. Yes, Stanky. Yeah, you're sick. You sicken me. His greed sickens me. Let's see. Doing good. Just got home from work. Had a shower. Oh, there's nothing better. Nothing better. Just kind of finding something. Oh yeah, wingdings will do it. Trying to find something a little inconspicuous. Let me skew. Just trying to make it look a little, you know? Sure, it's a little crunchy, but who amongst us isn't? You can't even see it. Doesn't even look like anything. Actually, it doesn't look like anything. I don't even know if that would even do anything, to be honest. I don't think that's necessary, really. I mean, if someone's going to take it, they're going to take it, but I didn't make any money off of this. I don't plan on making any money off of it, and I don't know. I don't know. Is the Horizon uh fandom going to get too much out of this? I don't think so. All right, let me export this for Heavenly real quick. And then we can take a look at something else. Or I don't have a ton of time because I've been trying to be better about going to bed at a good time. You know what I mean? And yeah, I've been trying to be better about going to bed on at a good time. But this streams that are less than 3 hours always make me feel like I could be going for, because I like, oh, I want to go for 5. You know what I mean? Let's do art, work, done. Mm-mm-mm. Wonderful. Okay. We'll do this. 7 megabytes. High quality. High quality. Big. I feel your pain, Golden, from tooting so much. You're sick. You're sick. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed me doing something that's a little bit different than what I usually do. A little bit out of my comfort zone, a little bit a little bit more illustrative. I mean, I like my usual style, but this was a really fun. It was kind of I got to let loose, you know what I mean? Export, save for web. I might make a smaller version for Heavenly as well. But I will send the full quality versions. Yeah. 5x7. Perfect. And obviously too, I'll be like, hey, if you want any other shapes, sizes, I can make a circle for all I care. All right. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I really like the way that this turned out. Let me open up Illustrator real quick. We last time before
Mandi,
this.
remember
Yes?
to save your work.
Thank you. Thank you. I also have one more illustration, which was a gift a raffle prize rather for our the charity event that we did for the mall together event. So let me close that. Yeah, I'll save. So we ended up um working on some merch items. This is a sticker sheet and I was repurposing some other vector art that I had. Um and this is how far we got. We made this little guy last time. Look at him. And we have I really like the way this one turned out. There's a couple others that I don't know if I'm necessarily in the mood to get into this. I think I end up like if I didn't start on it, then it's kind of hard for me to like pivot to something else. I kind of just like to get one thing done and move on to the next. But you can see here that I have some other ideas for things for in here. This I was going to put another like some other fish in. Because I think having just the one fish is a bit of a crime. I want to put the fish in more places or like make some different fish. Um, just Fruitiger arrow. And then I was gonna have a another. Let me open. Let's go to art, merch, raw, Y2K phone. I wanted to do some stuff with the phone. And this computer here, I liked this like vaporwave kind of vibe. I want to do something with the phone because I really like the way this phone turned out. It'd be a really long sticker, which I think is kind of fun. Um I don't know. Yeah, I kind of want it to play around with like this color scheme and maybe have like some text involved with it. So and also too, these can be their own stickers. I think too, instead of just having sticker sheets, I would love to do more individual stickers. The fish is just so cute. Oh yeah, little guy, little baby. You like the little fish? Yeah, this like halftone checker kind of pattern, it was used in my original logo and a lot of my original branding. Um, as like an abstract, it's in here too. I tried to incorporate it into a lot of different places. I need them for my mobility aids in my PC. Let's go. Yeah, you can see here that I've been incorporating that halftone into some of these others to kind of like have like a through line, just vibing. But yeah, I think since I got done what I wanted to get done, it's a little bit shorter a stream, but we'll be back on Thursday. This was a really quiet stream. I know I haven't been streaming on Tuesdays for quite a while, but I think I should quit while I'm ahead and actually be proactive with getting to bed at a good time. We'll be back on Thursday. I'm still kind of iffy on if I'm going to be streaming on Friday because I had some travel plans for the weekend, and I don't know if we're leaving Friday or if we're leaving on Saturday. So I'll be sure to let you guys know if I am streaming on Friday, but I'll be back the following week. Um, but yeah, guys, let me go back to my my chatting screen for a little bit. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I really enjoy getting to try new things and make new art, and I hope you guys are excited. I'm sorry this stream is a little bit shorter, but you know what? 3 hours is still good. And but yeah, I had a blast, and I'm super excited for more art in the future. I actually because I'm almost at the end of the things that I owe to people. I am really excited because I want to work on learning live 2D. I want to learn on making models because I have ideas that I want to do not only for myself, but I think it'd be fun to open that up to others. Uh, but one of the things that's super exciting is I might be able to take commissions someday. And because I kind of bought a new base. I might be opening commissions sooner than I thought. They would be the little small ones though, like our like the busts that I do. I think that might be the limit of my current availability. So excited for you. Oh, thank you. I'm really excited about that base. And I also am paying for a new model, an additional model, not to replace this one, but something that's completely new from an artist that I really enjoy. So, earning some extra money from some commissions might not be a bad thing. But for now, I'm excited that I'm gonna be, trying new things. I can't wait to be a little bit more open. I've been really prioritizing getting art to people that have been waiting for it. So I'm really excited that I only have one more thing left on my plate now that this is done, and that will be completing next week. Um, and I really really wanted to prioritize getting things to people that were waiting. I know that I want to do more tutorial content and more demos. I would love to get some folks on for like a collab where they're teaching me new skills and vice versa, where I'm teaching them new skills. I think I've been spending the whole beginning of the year focused on myself. I would love to um, put some of that focus on others too. Um, where's the fry meme from Futurama? Say, "Shut up, take my money." I am working on it. I want to make sure that VGen is set up and secure, so that there's a good place for both of us to keep track of when and what and where a commission is happening and all that. Just for both of us. And accountability too. I think having accountability will make it easier for me to be like, yeah, I know I can get that to you. I'm gonna make it, and just makes everything more secure. So I'm definitely gonna set up VGen. Uh that is going to be the primary hub of whatever's happening. Um but yeah, there's a lot of people that I would love to collab with, not just for like art, but like games as well. And really just have fun with some folks. Plan more events too, but um I have a video that I want to make. It's really hard for me to make videos because it's just not part of my usual pipeline. It takes a lot of energy and effort, especially because I'm like a novice at the whole process. It took me so long to do the honk tutorial, but I wanted to at least make one more tutorial about using different PNG programs and um so I might have to pivot a little bit of what I wanted to do with that one. Good luck, thank you. So yeah, there's a lot I want to learn live 2D, and I want to make some more tutorials, and yeah. Yeah, I mean, also want to work with an editor at some point to get some clips out there to you guys because I would love to uh do a little bit more in that department, but I just have so many ideas and not enough time to do them all. So, it really is just one day at a time, and I do my best, and that's the best I can do. But I think, let's see. There's quite a few people online, actually. Let me see who I want to pass you guys to. And thank you so much for hanging out with me on a day that's a little different than our usual day. Let me see. Let me see who's online. Oh, a bunch of people are online. Let's see. Oh yeah. Looks like Fable is doing some stuff with Juby. Ooh, there's some art happening. Oh yeah. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. You know what? There's a really cool person that I think we should pass our pretzels to. We've passed our pretzels to them before. Looks like they're doing a let's see. What are they doing? Oh, no, they've been going for like 8 hours. I don't wanna contribute to their having to stay on stream for longer than they have to. Let's see here. What are my pals doing? Yeah, there's a lot of people online right now. You know what? Fable is working on a model for our pal Juby. So why don't we pass our pretzels over to Fable? We don't get to raid into Fable very often. And for those of you that wanted more art, you'll get some more art. Here is our raid message. And for any of you that want, please check that pinned message for Iron Mouse's Tiltify campaign if you'd like to support raising money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I just figured that today, since today was what it was, that I'd put that up in the pinned. And we're gonna be passing our pretzels to our pal Fable. We love Fable in this house, and I hope you guys have a wonderful time with Fable and Juby. Looks like they're both drawing. Um, yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. Sorry this one's shorter, but you know what? I'm trying to take care of myself, and this is my. I have to pull myself away. And thanks for letting me yap for like 40 minutes of this. Oh my gosh. Everybody, have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see you guys on Thursday, okay? Let me make sure that that raid's good to go. All right, everybody. Bye-bye. Have a good night. See you later.